Greetings to all who wish to be greeted. I'm MegaPacKid, and this is my game shelf. Recently, I was scrolling through my YouTube feed, and I found a video that caught my eye from a channel I hadn't seen before, Wonky Wishes. The video was titled Unwrapping Lies About the Lego Movie. Immediately, I was super intrigued. Unwrapping lies? As in, things that are untrue about the Lego Movie? A film that I'm interested in and generally enjoyed. I love learning fun facts about movies that I like, so naturally I clicked on this video. And within the first 30 seconds I found out that this was a sequel video to another video on the channel presenting lies about the Lego Movie. I then found out that these presenting lies videos are actually a majority of the channel. KC just lies about intellectual properties, everything from The Great Gatsby to The Room. But then I learned that the presenting lies portions of these videos aren't even the main thing that she does. KC is a graphic designer. It says so right there in her YouTube bio. And so she paints wrapping paper for gifts for her friends, and that's what the main video is. That's the visual part of the video, with the voiceover being lies about the IP. With the exception of 3 videos, all she does is paint wrapping paper with her original designs. The 3 exceptions to the every video is painting gift wraps rule are as follows. 2 videos in which she's unwrapping lies from a previous video, meaning she has nothing to decorate this time, she's just talking about a video she's already made, and a Getting Ready With Me video in which she cosplayed as Columbia from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. She was going to a midnight showing, and she decided to make her first YouTube video about that. Wonky Wishes is also on Instagram and TikTok, but YouTube is the only platform in which I viewed all of her content. It was only a little over an hour to watch 10 videos, and I can definitely tell that there's been some improvements, while also being able to tell that she's made a batch of these already. None of her videos have background music, a foreign concept if you're a fan of this series to be certain, but it's a little unsettling, especially in the first video. See, all of these other videos have voiceover.
As you can imagine, there was a lot of preparation that went into this movie. The creators pulled from many different sources. Little known fact, Remy's restaurant at the end of the film, called Varmint's Cheese Hut, is based on a real small business in Massachusetts called Vern's Cheese Hut. Animators on staff were required to have a pet rat of their own that they would occasionally bring into office just to make sure they weren't let free.
Even the unwrapping videos have text when she's just reading parts of her script from the other videos that she's referring to.
Because making up stuff is fun sometimes. To properly learn about the Lego Movie, we have to explore how it all came about. The inspiration for the movie's visual style came from a fever dream one of the animators had as a child that's haunted them ever since.
But the Getting Ready With Me video doesn't have voiceover. She's just talking while doing her makeup, which she admits herself is difficult to do. And that means that there's a lot of moments in which she's just not talking. At least she fast forwards through those elements, but it's still a little weird to see.
Basically, the term Easter egg actually came from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Story goes, this is so much more chunky than anyone on the internet makes it seem like it is. Getting back to Easter eggs. Story goes that the cast of Rocky Horror, before filming, hid a bunch of Easter eggs around the set, and unfortunately not all of them were found. So you can find different Easter eggs in the background. And that's where the term came from.
The videos definitely go uphill from there. Not to say that this video is bad, it's just not as good as the other ones. And I'm not saying that she should put background music in her videos. It's actually pretty smart because once she meets the requirements to become monetized on YouTube, she can monetize all of her videos. They meet the minimum length requirements, and she doesn't break any rules. It's clear that she doesn't script herself when she's talking to the camera because she does a lot of pausing and she takes a lot of time to say what she wants to say. It's clear to me, at least, that most of this is one take and unscripted. She does write scripts when she's telling lies, in which she does voiceover for that, but other than that, everything's unscripted. That's not a bad thing, but it can definitely slow down the pace of a video. I'm speaking from experience. I should clarify that while I've given a lot of criticism to this person, it's constructive because I think they're going to have a very prosperous career here on YouTube and in social media in general. It's clear to me that this is an avenue that she wants to pursue, what with the weekly uploads and every video being monetizable once she meets the minimum requirements, of course. I'm saying these things because I want her to improve, and I believe she's capable of making those improvements. She has good thumbnail design, and it's clear that graphic design is her passion, unironically. I'm really excited to see what she does in the future. I hope she does one for cars. So, Casey, if you're watching, thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!